Years ago, right after Stephen Colbert abandoned the Colbert Report, went to the Late Show, which I don't blame him. I mean, it was a big pile of money. They backed him to his house. Jon Stewart retires, right? And I don't blame him. And if you read his stuff, the amount of work it took to put that show on and be topical every single fucking day, it's hard. Like that is work right there. And the guy was finally just worn out. I don't blame him at all. So he nominates Trevor Noah to succeed him at the Daily Show, and I liked Trevor, and I don't think he did a bad job, but I don't think he was the right host for that show. Now, John went and did his thing with Apple for a little bit, and then apparently got into a thing with Apple, and he left Apple. And by the way, if you didn't watch The Problem with Jon Stewart on Apple, it was great. The shows he did until he made Apple mad. And then he decides, okay, I'm going to do 1 day a week, right? John does Mondays on The Daily Show. And apparently the ratings are going back up since John came back. And then they rotate correspondents into the host chair the other 3 days of the week. Who do you get to... Because eventually John's either going to die or walk away. Who do you get to replace him, number one? And number two, can you replace Jon Stewart? Or has he become so intrinsic to what the Daily Show is that there's just no way to replace him?
I don't think you can honestly replace him, to be honest, at this point. I don't think you can.
You think it's John or bust?
Yep.
Yeah, I would have said John Oliver. Had John Oliver not been lured away to HBO prior to John doing the Daily Show, leaving the Daily Show. John Oliver was probably the one I would have picked. Actually, I just had a better idea. I just had a great idea. Because Stephen Colbert, he's made his money, right? He's done. He's good. He's filthy rich. He never has to work again if he doesn't want to. Why not bring Stephen in? Because you know what? That's the other person I could see doing it. I could see Stephen doing that segment. I could see him. And the other thing that's good about The Daily Show is John got really good at those interviews, right? He knows how to press in those interviews. He knows how to make them fun. He knows how to do them really well. Could you put Steven in that chair, and would that work? Now
Yeah.
that the Late Show's done. And he doesn't need money. Let's say Stephen Colbert came back to Paramount and said, look, I'll do it for $20,000 an episode. I'll do it for $1 an episode. Who cares? Right? Could you see him in that chair?
Yeah, I could. Totally.
I think it's what they got to do. They got to put, I don't. The problem is you got to find somebody who can hold up their own show. The reason Stephen Colbert did so well is he started on The Daily Show as a correspondent, then he did the Colbert Report, right? And he could carry his own show, right? John Oliver can carry his own show. I don't see anybody on there. Like, I like Desi Leidick. I like Josh Johnson. I like the guys that got on the show, but I don't see how any of them can carry that whole show.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think so.
YouTube chat, somebody saying Josh Johnson would have me watching every night. Do you watch the Josh Johnson episodes?
Which
He's the young black guy.
Oh, yeah. He's coming to Seattle. I think we actually have tickets to see his stand up. Yeah.
I would actually
Uh
watch him do stand up.
he is coming to Seattle
End
next
of
month.
August. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
So what do you think? Could he carry the show?
I don't.
He's funny. I've watched his
He's
stuff.
he is really really funny, but I don't know if I haven't ever seen him interview people, so that's the only thing.
Doesn't he do the interviews the nights that he hosts?
I think so.
Or
I don't
are you
recall.
one of those people that cuts it off at the interview?
Sometimes,
Um,
maybe.
I don't think he would do it, but my favorite one is actually Ronnie Chang.
Oh,
I
I
love
do
Ronnie.
I I do really like him. I would put Josh above though, personally.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, this is like soft served versus Blizzard. You're just gonna have your own taste, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I really like Ronnie Chang. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do when John finally is done.
I don't. I I don't know.
The problem is that John had the Afghanistan and Iraq wars to really hone everything that he was doing and all the bullshit of the Bush administration. And it was actually funny because like when he was doing his Apple show and I would see him interviewing these like the attorney general from Alabama or wherever, and I'm like, why do you people go to these interviews with Jon Stewart? He's going to cry. He's too good at it because
Yeah.
he's been doing it for 26 years, 25 years, right? He's just he's had so much practice, and that's part of the problem is you need a situation. And what's funny is John said this when he left, because he left right around the time that Trump was running for president. Like he left in that era because he didn't want to be the one to do it, and he knew that somebody needed something completely absurd like the war in Iraq to practice on, to like hone what they were doing, right? And that's what you need, somebody who can hone what they're doing. And that's actually the other reason I don't think the rotational thing's working, because none of them are getting enough reps in this absurd environment to do it the way that John does, to carry the show. Is anything that I'm saying making sense now?
Well, I stopped listening after the Blizzard. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, yeah, it does. It does. That does make a really good point. It does make sense. I I've also heard that like late night shows are actually going down. Like they're slowly fading away.
They are slowly. Now, Daily Show, they've got a good YouTube run, right?
Yeah.
Um, they actually just hit a 10-year high on the Daily Show.
Oh. On
on
YouTube?
the Nielsen's.
Oh.
The Daily Show's up 44% from a year ago. Their share went from 2.9 to 4.17 in 2025. Up 15% in pure ratings numbers. Live rating 342 to 390 went from 342 to 393,000 for live. And then his Mondays, that's the average for the whole show. The Mondays went from a 4.19 to a 6.01 share. Live viewing on John's nights, right? So we said the average for the show writ large is 393. John's nights are 550,000 for live view, not rewatch. And it's up 21% on Paramount Plus compared to a year ago. That's streaming.
Wow. Dang. We should just do that. I don't know.
I'm saying, like, they're actually going up in this era. The Daily Show is, and this is from 10 days ago. That's when those numbers came out.
That's interesting.
So everybody else is kind of having a hard time. The Daily Show is resurging. That's really good. Hey, also Comedy Central, if you'd like to hire Jay and I to co-host the Daily Show, I can sing the theme song.
Yeah. Maybe I could be like a security person sitting off to the side.
John was commenting the other day about how he needed a live band. You could be the live band. We'll make you
Oh,
the.
there.
We'll get you one of those one man band like get-ups with like
Yeah.
the thing and the tuba, the knee cymbals. I think you'd be great at that.
I'm willing to try it. Let's do it.